This is really the 13th stream of NieR Automata. Oh boy. Not messing around, huh? Well then. And I forgot to do the party up thing again. One of these days I'll actually remember. There we go. All right. So what I want to do right now, before we finish things off, get ourselves an ending, is I want to I want to find the last weapon I'm missing. Because I am at like 39 out of 40. And I think I know which one I missed. No, I will not start fishing. Nothing doing. I think the range is longer since I upgraded it too. Iron Will. The last large sword, I think. It has 100% of all weapons. It's just a big hunk of iron. And also probably a Dragon Guard reference. Oh, hello.
The remains of a Yorha flight unit. ID of Yorha Unit 2B confirmed within the craft.
This belonged to 2B.
Unsent message found within memory of flight unit.
Play it.
This is Yorha Unit 2B. If anyone is listening to this, there's something I need you to do. If you ever meet up with Yorha Unit 9S, I want him. I mean, I'm sorry. Please just give him the following message. 9S. The time I was able to spend with you, it was like memories of pure light. Thank you.
End of message.
Oh, 2B.
Wow, that is one hell of a thing to not even leave on the critical path. Wow. Just hanging out there. Well, let's go check on Actually, let's see what chest is hanging out over there. Might as well. Alright, that was probably not the best way to do that. But the auto heal is super fast. Oh, there was a locked chest here. And it contained a newspaper scrap. Alright, fair enough. Head back to... Actually, let's go ahead and visit Masamune. Might as well. Alright, well, I need meteorite shards, of course. Gold ore, I can only do one of these. This is every single weapon in the game I have in my possession now. And only a couple of them are still on level 1, because they require beast hides. Ugh. And it's going to take some serious grind to get up there. Wow, that's a few. Well, it appears as though I can make another stop by Mr. Reconnaissance Squad, so let's do that too while we're in the area. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over me preparing to make a ton of money. Oh, that was fun. Sure thing. You just get numb to it after a while. Alright, buddy. Like what I got? Memory alloys. Good. And we're still not done. Ugh. Well, I think memory alloys allow us to get one or two more things upgraded. Believe it or not. Like the Emil heads. They're maxed out. And the Phoenix Lance. Sure. No, all the way out. Come on. This is perhaps the most annoying part. Why can't the box just always stay out? Oh, you can just get up there on your own if you use the Rising Slash. My goodness. Well, that would have saved some time, wouldn't it? Resistance camp it is, because I think I have now officially run out of extra crap to do that I can possibly do at this juncture. I think I am out. I think it's time to play the ending. Not the final ending, but the next one on our list. And look at that, we are just too much. I have to ask one more time. Is Emil anywhere? Gosh, we've had some time here. This has been a long freaking playthrough. And not all of that time wasted either. That's the crazy part. Alright. Just all we gotta do now is unlock them once and for all. Oh dear. Easy as pie.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the sub-units. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look
Sure.
forward to serving you.
Didn't realize the machines had access to sarcasm.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concerned over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way!
Ah. Come on. Let me use the overclock.
Ah, damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies? Wait, you?
9S, we've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Devila? Opala? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
So this is the part of the game that really only makes sense if you have completed the first NieR. What's currently playing in the background is a rescore of their boss theme from the first NieR, Devil and Popola. And on a meta-narrative level,
You just focus on hacking.
well, the song is called Song of the Ancients' Atonement. This is Devila and Popola's atonement for basically being bosses in the previous NieR.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit its self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devila! Right.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Oh boy. Atone for sins that you didn't even commit, but because you share a model, you feel compelled to atone for them anyway. Because you were programmed to. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all. Because our models, the Devil and Popola models, are defective. Record transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order: function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twins Devila and Popola, of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. They'd been entrusted with ensuring that Project Gestalt was carried out to completion so that the humans could basically wait out their own extinction and then be reformed. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared Destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Back to the present. Ah! Watch out! Devla staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know all so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devil grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devla's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it required new connectors as well as some tools. None of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. That's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way. Such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devilish sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. They wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devila crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail. Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scroll started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popel and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night, we just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devla and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks. The sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devla loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she said this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet, she continues to smile, also I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled and all that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devla and Popola models from another town. The town where the original NieR happened, I presume. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devla and Popola models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, the weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over. Remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took their resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devla met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devil and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devla and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devla being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devla. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly. But that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devla? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try to and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday. But we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devla's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and support Devla's body. As long as we have bodies to support one another, as long as I have someone with whom to share my fate, then I will press on no matter what happens to me. Because I won't ever stop protecting her. I won't stop. No one stops. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. The twin android system was discontinued. They underwent a memory wipe and were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt. What?
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devla and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative. Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Yeah, you don't say. You don't say this might be kind of sketch. And that they're basically just toying with us and making some kind of super cathedral out of the copied city materials. Interesting, I guess.
Corrupted Yorha units.
No match for me now. I beat up a gold bunny statue for half an hour. I am now one of the strongest beings on the planet. We've almost got, I think, all the Project Gestalt reports. Yeah, 10, I think there's an 11. But yeah, that... Nothing doing. Thing's so freaking gigantic, there's a...
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services.
It's a cloud.
We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm. Is this the prize?
Models. I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
And we're broke. We're gone.
To me! To me! Don't worry, I'm going to kill you now!
Alert. Enemies detected.
Still a few stragglers, huh?
We need to stop stabbing people in the chest already. Nothing good can come of it. Case, meet point.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Door's open. And there's...
A2, right? We went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside.
I see.
Say, did we manage to help?
Yeah, I'd say
We
so.
did.
Sorry to see you go. Every layer of this. Tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. For what? To what end? They didn't even have anything to prove. They were programmed to feel guilty for what someone else did.
This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Let's go. What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
Pretty sure it's just to look at. Also, that's a big freaking hole. But yeah, it seems as though it's just nothing doing. Well, I think it's time to really melt some faces. Oh, hello. This... That's right, this is a key location from the first NieR. Recreated.
What's up with this place?
Hypothesis. It is a representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
It's just... It is the building from the first NieR, but... And here's a trophy room with a bunch of the enemies we fought. Let's see. I got some meteorites. There's that.
I suppose we have to hack in to look at the data, yeah? Help me out, Pod.
Affirmative. Hacking interface access rights granted to your high unit A2.
Peachy.
So we can't hack like 9S, but we can interact and do a little hacking this way. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of storage records of everything. They're just gathering. It's an index of everything that this tower is gathering.
This tower looks like a data gathering system for the machines.
They have hacked into the human server on the moon.
These records are from the human server on the moon. The machines hacked that deep into the system, huh?
They are just gathering up everything. You don't even know how or who or what is doing this. Like, we defeated Adam and Eve. Pascal's not doing this crap. So who's behind all this? What manner of machine? Oh, goodness. Class 1 patient Yona. That's a character from NieR.
Some records on old humans. Damn it, this is useless. There's too many of them. Huh? What's that? Operational summary of model number 2 in Project Yorha. This data.
Uh-oh. Well, that must have been important. This is super messed up. This is super messed up. Just barely a moment's hesitation.
I can't stop. I have to keep fighting.
Alert. Virus detected in locomotion region. High probability that infection source is transplanted parts from corrupted units. Proposal. Hack into self and eliminate virus.
On it.
That's probably a good idea. Don't want to catch whatever data disease that 2B copy had.
Virus eliminated. 95% of functionality restored.
Well, now we got 2B's arm. That's a sure heck of a thing that happened. And there it is, Project Gestalt Report 11. We have the entire project. We got it. We got there. So, that's something I'm curious about. Number 1, the white chlorination syndrome after the appearance of the giant and the dragon. The appearance of the mesoparticle that was discovered at the same time. Basically, Drakengard got into the real world and unleashed hell. They created a spiritual preservation method. Basic technology. Rampaging weapons incident. Human experimentation using Meso. Technology rated to multidimensional worlds. Grimoire Noir. These systems can be used to return gestalts to their replicant forms once the white coordination syndrome has been fully eliminated. Most of the members of the committee are dead. Legion outbreak in Tokyo. Right, yeah, leaks and bad press. Discovery and development of the original. The Hamlin organization. I guess Yona. Either Yona or her father were the original. Multiple administration zones that the replicants have started to behave as if they have developed senses of self. Oh dear. Relapsing at an accelerating rate. And thus the end of Project Gestalt. It all ended. Humanity tried to keep itself alive and failed. And what was left were replicants that died off due to the Black Scrawl and the androids.
Yorha Unit 9S. Yorha Unit 9S. Welcome to the tower. Welcome to the tower.
You bastards!
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here.
The girls in the red dresses. What even are they? I'm honestly having trouble figuring that out myself. I guess data entities living in the machine network, hidden for a long while. But now time to destroy every last bit of these guys. I don't even need hacking.
Now let us show you what we promised.
Yorha disposal.
This is Project Yorha. That means all of us. To be.
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight? We are conceptual human personalities created within the machine network.
Ah. Alright. Also, following materials taking me the final stages of the Yorha project. Not disclosed to anyone involved in the Yorha project, including the commander of the bunker. The back door of the bunker has been set to open once the time approaches to switch to new models when enough combat data has been collected. The bunker will be disposed of by having it be deliberately attacked by machines. At this time, all materials regarding the Yorha project, including this document, will be lost, and falsification of the information that mankind still resides in the moon will be complete. Yorha was designed to fail once they'd collected enough data.
We cannot be destroyed. Your Unit 9S. Your attack is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless.
Keep them coming. I'll destroy them all. All of them. And this tower!
Yorha flight units, huh? Oh, I think I'm taking this. Speaking of,
Who are they?
human personalities that are apparently quite sadistic. Come on, I want to see more of your attacks, buddy. Oh. I guess that's it. Well, there's a power part L. You know, in case I ever end up, upgrading Pod A or Pod C, not just Pod B. Time to hack in.
Alert. Enemy hacking detected. Proposal. Retreat immediately.
Who are you?
magnet rays. Though to concepts like us, time has little meaning. Still, when we wiped out your forces, it made quite the impression on us. You're attacking model number 2. An experimental disposable group created as a test lab for Project Yorha.
Yep.
Shut up!
So these concepts were at least around as far back as when Project Yorha was being tested.
You're an obstinate little android, aren't you? Didn't we say that you can't kill us?
Damn it!
Oh man, the combat bracers look really sweet from up here. Alright, I'm gonna stop attacking for a bit, since it's clear there's no point. Actually, I think there's a bit of dialogue.
Proposal.
What now?
Utilize the enemy's logical learning function to formulate a weakness.
I don't know what that means!
This pod has serious concerns about unity.
Explain it already!
Said strategy would interrupt the enemy's logic circuits, causing a computational delay.
Meaning what?
Do not destroy the enemy.
Huh?
Striking at the logic circuit requires a certain number of enemies to remain extant for a certain period of time.
Oh, what the hell?
So we just gotta wait them out and not die, which is actually pretty simple. Let them keep making more and more and more and more and more and more and more clones.
Consciousness data saturation rate 30%.
Just gonna hop in and out of existence.
Consciousness data saturation rate 60%.
There's a few of these things around.
The androids the human race left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. The machine life forms the aliens left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. We resemble each other so, but we are networked and thus we are superior to you.
Hypothesis. The enemy's defensive system is prompting an evolution of its logic.
Foolish androids. Why do you resist?
By forcing it to defend itself, it's making it evolve, maybe in a helpful direction.
Consciousness data saturation rate 90%.
That's a few too many girls in red dresses.
We are one, and yet we are many. We are finite, and yet we are infinite. We are the embodiment of the perfect being.
Hypothesis. The enemy has become aware of the diversity of life.
I see it.
That's a hell of a hypothesis.
We move on, forward, to the future.
Consciousness data saturation rate 100%. Hypothesis. The enemy's consciousness has begun to fracture.
We need more evolutionary pressure. If we allow this android to continue living, we can create even more hardship for ourselves. Overcoming the crisis this creates will present an opportunity for our kind to evolve even further. We disagree. This android is dangerous. It must be destroyed immediately. Those who would doubt our victory are enemies. Do you truly think you can win?
What the?
Analysis. The saturated consciousnesses are now in conflict with each other.
Huh. They're acting like humans.
Yeah. All that talk about being better and perfect and networked. And they just immediately had a disagreement and entered conflict. Really now. GG. Unit data has been updated. Official name Terminal, a program projected by the network server of... Oh! Machine life form self-evolution program installed by the pods eventually fractured its ego, causing the various aspects of its personality to turn on each other. The pods made it self-evolve? What? The pods basically killed it by forcing it to evolve and fracture? What? By the network server of the machine life forms. Yeah. Interesting. Also, hello, Emil. Ah, we reduced him to tears. 86% unit data. Ah. I guess we're writing this all the way up. And our best friend is back. Let's melt his face.
Is this thing seriously still kicking?
Speculation. It is driven by remaining data located within enemy servers.
So this just keeps going until I kill them all?
The last of the androids and the last of the machines.
This is messed up. What the hell is this thing going on about?
Now you realize it's messed
It
up.
appears to be a leak of the enemy's past memories.
Meanwhile... Oh, I can't change, I can't change chipsets while I'm out doing this. Oh goodness, are these are all scaled up to my level. Oh no, this was a mistake! Frick! In the flying sections, they're all scaled up to my level. Oh no!
I believed you. I believed you. I belived you.
I belived you. No one, it seems. It's just, all it's got left is the memories of the machines that came before.
What's all this junk?
Speculation. It is a resource of some kind.
Used to make what?
Unknown.
They're building something here. And they're playing my favorite track to finish things off. Hell yeah. All gone. And now you're gone. Same. Oh, that's foreshadowing. Start off on an overdrive dodge. Oh, didn't even didn't even press anything. Oh, it's already dead. There was supposed to be this fight where it constantly switches between the two characters, but I did in like 5 seconds, so... Alright, here it is.
This tower is a giant cannon that's aimed at the human server on the moon. If we don't do something, all of humanity's remaining data will be destroyed.
So what? None of it matters. Or didn't you know? We aren't required in this world anymore. Humanity is extinct. That moon server you're so worried about was invented to give us androids something to fight for. And Yorha was created to perpetuate the lie. But in order to make sure no one ever learned the truth, we were designed to be killed. They built a back door in the bunker and programmed it to activate after a certain amount of time. The commander, me, 2B, sacrificial lambs. All of us. Isn't that hilarious? Doesn't it make you laugh?
9S, we...
Shut up! You killed 2B. That's all we need to kill each other.
2B hated to keep killing you. It caused her so much pain. The 9S type is a high-end model. They knew you'd discover the truth eventually. But the model designation 2B was just a cover. The official designation is 2E. Number 2 type E. They were a special class of members designed to execute Yorha units.
Those were not the first time she's killed
But
you.
You knew that, right, 9S?
Shut up! Shut up! What do you know? You don't know anything at all about us!
Proposal. Cease combat. Fighting her at this point would be
Pod
irrational
153.
and...
I order you to halt all logical thought and speech. This order shall remain in effect until you confirm the death of either myself or Unit A2.
And now the route is at an end, and what's left is to decide who we play as and who we kill. And we're only going to do one for now. We'll have to come back and to see the other side later, but for now... Actually, for now... we're going to play as 9S.
It doesn't matter! None of this matters!
9S!
But if it doesn't matter, why do I long for humans like this? Why do I desire the touch of something that no longer exists?
It's how we were made. Androids were designed to protect their human masters. Our core programming demands that we...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Fine. I'll just destroy it. If it all goes away, that'll solve everything!
Damn it!
This is new? Dang it. Hacking's too strong. There's some unique hacking puzzles here, but because I'm so high leveled, my hacking does way too much damage to see all of them. That's a shame. Oh, jeez.
Take care of 9S.
Whoops. Whoops. Well, 2B killed you again. Didn't even have to try. Died as he lived. Painfully and pathetically. My name is 9S. A newly manufactured scanner model. January 30th, 11942. Rolled out at 4:25 a.m. bunker time. I will fight for humanity with all my strength. The pleasure is mine, Commander. I lie collapsed in a space of blinding white. The pain is gone. The light envelops me. It's so warm. I was anxious. A soldier from the moment I was born, thrown into the world alone. Nothing to rely on. No God to believe in. I was alone. Tasked with infiltrating enemy territory to gather intelligence. In the fog, in the flames, alone. My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support. 2B came off as being rather aloof. Cold, even. She must have wanted to distance herself from me. I guess she didn't want to be attached to someone she had to kill again and again and again. But scanners like me mostly work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun. I was so happy to be with someone. It was like I had a family. My damage worsens. I start to lose my memories. The space fills up with pure white light. It's like being buried in snow. It's a little bit cold. It's a little bit frightening. Will my soul disappear? A dark fog clouds my vision. As it ebbs and flows in its slow, dreamlike way, it gradually takes human shape. It's the Red Girl. She slowly begins to speak. This tower is a colossal cannon built to destroy the human server. Destroy the server and rob the androids of their very foundation. That was the plan devised by those girls. But they changed their mind. They saw us androids. They saw Adam and Eve. They saw how we lived, considered the meaning of existence, and came to a different conclusion. This tower doesn't fire artillery. It fires an arc. An arc containing memories of the foolish machine life forms. An arc that sends those memories to a new world. Perhaps they'll never reach that world. Perhaps they'll simply wander an empty sky for eternity. It's all the same to the girls. For them, time is without end. Adam and Eve are inside the ark. Eve is asleep. Adam holds him in a gentle embrace. He seems to be smiling at me. I try to look up at him, but my body refuses to move. Looks like the damage has spread to my motor functions as well. Will you come with us? Asks Adam. The question was completely free of malice. It seemed I no longer had a reason to hate machines. Maybe I never had a reason in the first place. What have I been fighting for? Who have I been living for? I don't know anymore. I try to speak my mind, but the words don't come out right. My thought routines are losing cohesion. I can't remember my name. I'm mustering all my strength. I force out the words. I'll go with you. We Yor have no right to remain in this world. And that's ending D of NieR Automata. There's a couple left, but I'm not going to get to them anytime soon. I believe this is the French version of Weight of the World. All right. The mighty moose lives on. And all that's left is the sword. Chapter select and the debug menu are now active, along with the debug room and some cosmetics. And the strange resistance woman at the resistance camp now can sell you trophies if you don't actually want to do a bunch of the obscure ones. Like the fishing one. Hey Newbiespud, how do you have a platinum trophy in this game if you didn't do all the fishing? Oh, you know. So, chapter select. Total quests cleared, 56 out of 60. Oh, boy. Which ones have I missed? One I missed as early as chapter 2. How? And one unique to 9S. I think we're gonna have to do some side quest hunting. Let's head back to the earliest possible point. Let's see if it shows up on the map anywhere. No, I can barely see any such thing. Yeah, a few of them aren't exactly revealed by markers. So it may be interesting to try and find all of them. I'll have to cross-reference a list or something.
Pod 042 to operator. Coordinates confirmed for location specified by Resistance Leader.
Understood, 042. Placing marker on target. The desert heat is going to make resupply efforts difficult, 2B. Please make sure you're ready before you go.
Wait. Lost equipment. Still there, no? Could it be in the bunker, actually? Since now we can go back there. Seems odd that I would have missed one this early, though. Aha! We did miss one. But where? Who the Sam hell did we miss? The commander? Improving communications. Man, one of the first side quests and I missed it. Oh no. Oh no. That's kind of a big deal to just miss. Oh. And between that means all that's left is data on the old world and reconnaissance squad and Emil's determination. Those are the three left, and then there's the DLC side quest. This was the straight up just side quest I missed. Oh, okay.
Operator to 2B. Come in, 2B. We need you to collect the materials required to improve the network environment. You're going to need a rusty bolt, a small gear, and a spring.
Is that
you should
all?
be able to find them on small-sized enemies. Once you have everything, please take it to the Resistance Leader, Anemone.
Understood.
I know it's a bit of a pain, but good luck.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
There's one I'm missing?
Operator 60 to 2B. Looks like you found all the necessary parts to improve our network environment. Nice work. You can conclude your mission by bringing everything over to Anemone.
I guess not. This is kind of absurd, just a little bit. Also, this is supposed to be my 2B set, but I don't have everything for her. What do I need? Critical up? And auto collect. No, I have auto collect. Let's get rid of item scan. Oh, let's see. She has anti-chain damage, yeah. I don't need fast cooldown. You don't have a heal, do you? How about, since we've got a deadly heal... Sorry, we have an offensive heal on A2 and auto heal on 9S. Let's just give you deadly heal. So that everyone you kill, you just get half your HP back. That sounds great. You all can have your own styles. Also, there are certain accolades given to a select few who really give their all. You know what I'm getting at? They're super tough to earn, which frustrates a lot of androids. So with the help of some select volunteers, my company unlocks them. It's a secret, but check it out if you like. I have all the trophies. And I earned most of them, legit. But there were a few that I just refused to bother with. Simple gadgets.
To B to Operator 6-0. Material handover complete.
Copy that. Good work.
I see the commander's as much of a slave driver as ever. It's like she was built to be as efficient and hard-assed as possible.
Oh, she's not so bad.
Are you serious?
Totally serious. The commander actually lets a lot of things slide on the side. Like, did you know that she leaves piles of clothes strewn everywhere? The cleaning team is so sick of it. Oh, and she never performs regular maintenance on herself. A lot of the hard-ass nature you mention is just for show.
How do you know all this?
I can't tell you that. Operator 6-0, out.
What the heck was all that about?
Indeed. What the heck? Well, that takes care of our mysteriously missing quest on that front. Okay. Lay it on me. How much unit... 88! Only 88? Oh, no! All these entries, and I've only unlocked 88% of the... 88% of the dang thing. 88% unit data. Great. No, just, you know, that's fine. I've killed... There's enemies that, over the course of all this time, we still have not fought. Distinct varieties that show up very rarely, that we need to kill in order to gain a higher percentage of unit data updated. And they have rare spawns. And they each count for like almost 1% each. Oh no. I have to do reconnaissance all over again. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, well, okay. Okay. Let's focus on the stuff we can do on stream. All right, not much. Not much. Oh. All right, quick save, chapter select. Yeah. Let's do... Let's see. Let's pop up to here with 9S, which I think means data on the old world. And I think the trick to that quest is there's one specific piece of information that you can only get while that quest is active. So we'll go ahead and get that. To the commercial facility, except pretty sure that some of the data... Oh, the slide's back, even though canonically it shouldn't be here right now. Ah, well. We're officially traveling backwards in time, so we've stopped caring.
Say, 2B,
What?
when do you think you'll be willing to call me Nines?
9S works just fine.
Well, yeah, but... Man, this job can be pretty rough sometimes, huh?
We don't get to choose our assignments. And you should work on keeping your opinions in check. Yorha aren't allowed to be emotional, remember?
I think some of us are better at that than others.
So there's a chest icon on the map. And that, I think, is what we need to finish the data on the old world quest. In fact, I'm certain. And these guys are still at their playthrough B levels. No one ever scales up. Now let's see. Around here? No, it's on the... must be on the lower floor. Here we go. Nuclear Arms Manual.
It's data from the old world, but it's...
This data is related to the creation of nuclear fission weapons.
Oh, jeez. I wonder if we should really hand this over to Pascal. I mean, the commander might want it, right?
Only Unit 9S is qualified to make that decision.
So there's a bit of a choice to who you give it to. Doesn't matter too much in the long run, but I've given it to Pascal, and Pascal basically just says, oh, that's fine, we don't want it. Here, have some money, though. I'm gonna give it to the commander and see what happens there. I'll send some maintenance resources to your room. I guess we'll get our kickbacks there. That's 2B. Some of these androids have never even been down to the surface. That's pretty tragic. Stun meteorite, large recovery, and 5,000 G. Well, dang. That'll do it. And that's something to the effect of freaking 58 out of 60. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So there's one 9S quest, and that's... One 9S quest, and that is, that's, reconnaissance. And the shared quest is Emil's determination. Which is technically accessible by everybody, assuming I've got all the weapons. Actually, that's an interesting question. Do I need all the weaponry? Do I need it maxed out? Or can I get away with just having all of them? I forget. I think I upgraded all of them, and I think that was what was necessary. But we might as well see if we can hunt down Emil.
Good morning, A2.
What the?
Analysis. Your high unit A2 was restarted 5 minutes and 42 seconds ago. The cause was excessive strain due to battle against a large machine life form.
All this goddamn sand is starting to piss me off.
Alert. Fuel filter performance deteriorating. Fine particulate matter seems to have entered the filter while fighting in the desert. Proposal. Replace the faulty part immediately.
You make it sound so easy.
Records indicate said part was once used at the resistance camp.
The resistance camp.
Let's go to center. Now, the tricky thing with Emil is that every playthrough, it's like you're meeting him for the first time. Because they reset that variable. But we've already fought him and gotten his mess, so at least we don't have to do that again. And he's already on the map. Moose powers, activate. Still, 56 out of 60. It's not too bad. Considering the bar I was hoping to reach was 57 out of 60. But kind of annoying that I missed just one, and it was one that was super early on, that if I just checked the bunker one more time, I would have found pretty easily. Come on, Emil. You know you want my business. Come on, would you just... Thank you. Oh, you're not getting away from me this time.
Huh? What's that?
Proposal. Use pod fire to force him to stop.
Thanks, Brenda. Welcome.
Yeah, these...
Thanks.
I'm gonna need the weaponry. Oh, boy. So what happens now is a long process of finding the rare machines, the rare enhanced machine varieties. And grinding materials so I can upgrade all the weapons to max. And as much BS as I've been willing to put on stream, I actually don't think I'm willing to put all that on stream. So I think I will... Okay, Emil, how? Tubi's fine, Emil. She just went to go live on farm. I think what we will do to see this thing off is return to the title screen and show off a feature that I've barely used, and we might as well explore it a bit. The debug room. Oh, jeez. There are some variables here. Oh. This is basically a cheat mode here. Lock player level. Player HP 1. HP does not decrease. Enemy takes no damage. Enemy is always on standby. Stun. Takes more damage. Oh, wow. I didn't even know about the flags here. Hacking set to instant, basically. Do not draw object, player, enemy, models, effects. Oh. Okay. Player cannot do stuff. All these on bits, huh? Scale pod with tempo? Force playback if vocals present. Oh, to force vocals in the song. Record simulation? Huh. Always 8-bit. Using the hacking tracks. Lower tempo. Lower pitch, raise pitch, chorus effect. Reverb. Okay. Oh, record simulation like a record. Oh boy. And now a visual representation of what it was like to be A2 for a little while. While she was on the run from Yorha. Alright. Enemy 2B, oh boy. There's a few types of machines that we can spawn here. Let's see. Anything else that's interesting here? A pigeon. A crap ton of 2Bs. Using 2 heavy swords against a bunch of 2Bs. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come at me. Oh, geez, these are actually pretty tough. I mean, I'm not dying, but these guys have got some freaking dodge. Well, if you're looking for some level 99 fights, apparently here you go. Oh, I forgot about taunting.
More of you want to get killed, huh?
Well, alright then. Multi-tier, let's say... Ah, Disco Life version. Right, that's all that is. You can't actually spawn bosses with this, it seems. Those are special. Anything else interesting in the flags? Enemy takes no damage. And if I was playing as 9S right now, I could probably do something interesting with hacking. Alright, one more round. Let's say a bunch of Yorha. Yeah, there's 6 varieties each. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 12. 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, no? That didn't work? What am I getting wrong here? Oh, I gotta actually set it with that. Okay. Whoops. There we go. I wasn't actually pressing the options button, I was just trying to... Anyway. Apparently Yorha's strategy is to just run in circles around until an opening shows up. Alright, let's get really stupid.
Better shut off your pain circuits. You wanna dance?
I mean, you don't get to fight Yorha that often. Even if it is tragic. We're in a place where that doesn't matter. Alright. It's a moose. Alright. That ought to do it. Oh hey, there's A2's long hair. Which you only get for completing the game once, apparently. Alright, that's enough. That's enough messing around. Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream, and sometime in the next while, before I start the next NieR stream, I'm gonna upgrade all the weapons to max, and get all the reconnaissance data, at least up to 95%. And then we'll complete those quests and maybe do some other stuff before, I don't know. There's coming a point where we finish this once and for all and say goodbye to all this progress, but now we're in the end game and it's still a ways off. Anyway, 30 hours. All that up to now streamed, but now I'm going to spend a few hours playing this game alone. So, see you on the other side of all that.